Saturday, two of your favorite crime fighters and two great mysteries. First on Matlock, Ben takes a holiday.
You want to just let me in?
Dad, behave yourself.
And the bodies start dropping.
Lord have mercy.
A special 2-hour Matlock, The Vacation. Then, when a faded film star is accused of murder.
I blacked out.
How do you know you did it?
Tony does some acting on his own.
I loved this seduction scene where you set up your victim.
The Commish, right after Matlock, Saturday.
Everyone needs some romance. Everyone has a friend too far away. Everyone relives the good times. Everyone's got some dues to pay. Everyone loves their baby. Everyone wants to know all is well. Hello, 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 everyone. South Central Bell.
You know, working at AutoZone is more than looking up parts or ringing up sales. Most of all, it's listening. Because my customers know more about their cars than I'll ever know. They know every rattle by heart. I mean, that car is their baby. So when they've got a problem they're going to fix for themselves, I'm going to do my best to help them get whatever they need, no matter what it takes. Because people like that, they don't deserve anything less than the best I can give them.
McDonald's Derby Burger is about to begin. And he's off. For the lead, that's bakery fresh bun, followed by quarter-pound beef patty. Here comes American cheese gaining around that sizzling bacon. Then it's tomato, mayo, and lettuce. They're right together on the outside sesame seed bun. And the winner, the new McDonald's Derby Burger. Race over to McDonald's for the new Derby Burger. A sure bet for taste and value. Because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
I have 4 beautiful grandchildren. I love those babies. I lost a baby once. It was early, so when my granddaughter came early, but they said she was in the best hands, where they specialize in caring for premature babies. What a happy day that was when they brought my little Sarah home.
Aliant Health System, where wonders never cease.
Selecting a new car should be a rational decision. A perfect argument for Dodge Shadow. With this package, you'll get a wealth of options, like AM/FM stereo cassette and air conditioning. Plus, you'll get $1,000 cash back. $2,000 if you should decide on a sunnier location, making Shadow very affordable at just over 10 grand. So, whether you buy, lease, or just want to look, Shadow definitely makes sense. See your nearest Dodge dealer today. We know how to help.
This is Kentuckiana's 24-hour news channel, WHAS 11. Live at 6 from the leader in television news, Donna Lacey, Kevin Roy, Ashley Chisholm, and Gary Montgomery. This is Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
They came to Churchill Downs today to get a glimpse of the rich and famous.
They came to Churchill Downs today to party in the Infield.
They came to Churchill Downs today to be a part of the tradition.
Down the stretch they come. See Hero on the end.
But most of all, they came to Churchill Downs to see the Run for the Roses, Derby 119.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Roy.
And I'm Donna Lacey. We come to you live from the Derby Museum here at Churchill Downs, where the Run for the Roses, Derby 119, is now a part of history. And the most envied horse, Kevin, the most envied jockey in the world, should right now be in the winner's circle, taking their bows, wearing that garland of roses. The horse, Sea Hero, ridden by jockey Jerry Bailey, and what we understand was his very first race. Odds 30-1. This Virginia-bred horse came in number 1, and it must be an exciting time now for Jerry Bailey. Prairie Bayou, the favorite, actually took the number 2 spot, and Wild Gale, a horse barely mentioned, brought up the rear in number 3. An exciting race it was, as history was made.
Unfortunately, I can't say that I took home any money today, but the winners, the losers, the veterans, the first-timers, the haves, the have-nots, even a former president, all were part of this Derby 119. You know, each Derby is a little different, but it's the sameness about them every year that really gives this thing an American grand tradition.
The more things change,
Ice Cold Juleps here.
The more the Derby stays the same.
The pageantry is here. The weather is crisp. It's going to be a good day. Clouds are going to break.
Crisp.
It's a great day.
It started out a great day and got better as the racing began.
I hit it big, man. I won a race.
How's that feel?
That feels great. Outstanding.
But for every 100 Dale Wilsons out there sits another Lewis Knipp. 85-year-old Lewis Knipp, Derby number 24.
You look, quite frankly, a little bored with it all.
You put up with these people, you people.
And they're off.
What was it about this year that was so special, so different? Nothing much. No horses stood out, no major crowd problems, but that fact alone made this one to behold.
I don't know what it is about this year. Everybody seems to be a little bit more hyped up about this year. People are a little more dressier, a little more excited to get here.
And then there's the Infield, which is usually the somewhat seedy side of every Kentucky Derby. This year, surprisingly tame. No matter how different the two worlds are from each other, one question would unite them. Would it rain?
Yes, it would. A little. Racing fans hid under and covered up in anything that would make do. But the big race would go on.
Derby 93 right here.
A race that attracted even George Bush, who isn't shying away from any contest. Yes, the high and mighty came, the common and middle class congested. And what it all came down to was what it always comes down to. Horses and, of course, hats.
I know when I put one on, I feel like...
Well, you were going to hear a woman who said that when she puts one on, she feels sassy, and I thought that was a good quote of the day. Those hats are just so important for the entire festivities around here. You know, with the big race over now, visions of winning millions of dollars is also over for a lot of people.
Of course, the big concern now is getting out and going home, and even though there are 2 more races to go, most folks are leaving now as the Run for the Roses has been run. We go up to our Sky 11 and our Lawrence Smith, who takes a check on the traffic for us. Lawrence?
Hi, Donna, you're right. There are a couple of races left, but it appears most people are not waiting for them. We're over Central Avenue and 4th. In the Infield gate, as you can see, there is a sea of people leaving Churchill Downs right now. Central Avenue is closed, but 4th Street is not, so the cars are having to share the road with the pedestrians. The traffic is starting to pick up on Longfield to our south, but right now it's still a bit early for the major gridlock, but you can bet in about 15-20 minutes or so, all the streets around here are going to have major traffic problems. Live in Sky 11, I'm Lawrence Smith. Back to you downstairs.
Thanks, Lawrence. We'll be checking back in with you. Well, of all the celebrities that showed up for Derby 119, and there were many, perhaps the best known was this man. Former President George Bush was here in Louisville today, but unlike his last visit, this one was just for fun. The president got a warm reception from the crowd as he waved from a terrace over the paddock. The president wasn't saying if he had a Derby pick today. Of course he did. Well, where do you park a former president with more than 100,000 people milling around, where there's at least 1 or 2 spots, and our Jeff Lifson went to one of them on Millionaire's Row.
How you doing? Hey, Ted. How you doing? Good to see you.
On Derby Day, it doesn't matter how high you go up on this elevator. Just scooch next to a former governor or a millionaire and rise up into the heavens. Otherwise known as the Sky Terrace, otherwise known as the place where all the celebrities hang out. For them, it's easy.
Come with the governor. Come on the train, on the bus. You don't have to worry about parking your car. Leave on the bus and it takes you to the train, go back to the Capitol and have a party tonight.
The view's amazing. I mean, you can see everything from up here, and it's an obvious reason to come up to the Sky Terrace. Maybe a good reason, but it's probably not the best reason. The best reason? To watch the stars. Now, they have their own reasons.
I grew up with horses, and
And I had an opportunity the first time I came to the Derby to go out and meet Secretariat. When a horse is that famous, you don't say, I saw him, you say, I met him.
Waylon Jennings comes here for the inspiration of Kentucky and maybe a few song lyrics.
Oh, I'm sure, you know, that I do. The excitement, get your adrenaline running, so usually something comes out of that.
Do the stars come to ogle each other? You betcha, says Ed McMahon.
Sure, I just saw Merv Griffin, I saw Pete Rose, and I just got here, so I know there's a lot of people here I know.
Well, it's hard to people watch when they're looking at you. Do you see what I mean? Because if you make eye contact, they might think you're trying to pick them up. And I am.
You could fill a talk show with the folks on Millionaires Row, but Joan Rivers isn't working today.
No, I'm off. No, this is all vacation, relaxing.
Relaxing in the spotlight. It's a star's way. It's the way, someplace above the paddock and below the Twin Spires in a place called Millionaires Row. Jeff Lipson for Kentucky and his news channel, WHAS 11.
Well, several of the celebrities were the guests of the governor and former governors. But, of course, Kevin, politics took a back seat to thoroughbreds, of course, today.
That's right. And talk about hats. They had a few good hats there.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because you didn't make it to Millionaires Row, that doesn't mean you couldn't find a seat with a great view out here today at Churchill Downs. Here in the clubhouse, race fans were only yards away from the main attraction. Still, it does pay to have friends in high places.
In town, and it's got these seats all the time.
It's been beautiful weather. I love Kentucky. I love seeing all the horse ranches and the.
Most seats in the clubhouse filled up by mid-afternoon, and by Derby time, it was definitely standing room only. For thousands of other people, they had to choose to sit in a place where it's practically impossible to see the race going on. Of course, we're talking about the infield, and here the focus is more on the party than the race. This group had to make 23 trips back and forth to the track so they could fill their infield pool.
It's a wishing well. It just gives everybody the opportunity to win the Derby. I mean, if they put a bill in, they're guaranteed to win the Derby. Guaranteed. Yeah. We've had plenty of losers today. Nobody's been brave enough, but last year we had a $1,400 winner. Put a bill in, they're going to win the Derby, guaranteed.
And a group called the Southern Bells for Safe Sex handed out condoms in the infield. Some tried to make the place look a little more dignified, making it a black tie affair, but they did keep the infield spirits.
Be up there in those boxes, so we thought we'd come down here with the real people.
And it's estimated less than 10% of this crowd ever actually gets to see a horse on Derby Day.
Now, how about that?
I actually was brave enough to go there.
Well, not all the money being made today was made inside Churchill Downs. We'll show you how neighbors of the track are cashing in.
And up next, why some people didn't actually get to make it to the track today. Our complete live coverage of Derby 119 continues in just 2 minutes.
You almost can't hear all the hammering down the street because Mr. Osborne and Sons are acting like, well, father and sons. In fact, all they've agreed on was going to Lowe's for all the lumber, building supplies, and advice they needed, and Lowe's guaranteed low prices. But someday they'll reminisce about how much fun it was and how each did all the work by himself. Lowe's, helping add value to the homes on Raymond Street
I'm proud of you.
and your street. So, what do you look for in an airline?
Punctuality. Just be on time, okay? Don't lose my suitcase.
Lots of flights. Any such airline come to mind?
Yeah, Southwest Airlines. They're #1 in customer satisfaction. On-time performance.
Best baggage handling. Yeah, but how much?
Southwest is just $49 to
Chicago Midway?
St. Louis. Southwest, $49. No restrictions. Kansas City for $69.
Which way to the gate? Southwest Airlines at Louisville Airport. It's just plain smart.
It's come to our attention that there's a small problem with Mother's Day.
It's much too short.
So Hardee's is turning Mother's Day into Mother's Month with Mom's Meal. 8 pieces of Hardee's fried chicken made fresh.
Just like Mom's.
4 biscuits made from scratch.
Just like Mom.
And any 2 large side dishes for only $7.99. So now,
Surprise! Happy Mother's Day!
you can feed a family of 4 just like Mom. A major breakthrough for moms everywhere.
Only a month?
Only at Hardee's.
Somebody's mommy didn't watch the Storm team last night. Watch them only on Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11. Somebody didn't watch the Storm Team today. Join them only on Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11.
This Derby Day got off to a nice sunny start for almost everyone in Louisville. Almost everyone, except a few people. Louisville police arrested more than 60 people along Central Avenue last night, and that's the site, of course, of what is undoubtedly the biggest pre-Derby party in Louisville. Police estimate that as many as 20,000 people were there, and today a lot of them were in court. Most of the charges were minor, disorderly conduct and public intoxication. And a lot of the people arrested last night were out today in time to watch the Derby.
Even without having to make a trip to court in the morning, getting inside Churchill on Derby Day can be a challenge.
200. All right, give me a buck and a half. 200. Take one, please.
Tickets, T-shirts, Derby dollars pile up quickly outside the track. Cars jockey for parking positions with plenty of homeowners making a few extra bucks. This Australian native says he's never seen anything like it.
That's it. How's the craziness getting parked and so forth?
No problems. We had a mate who has a house here, so we just parked in the yard. But all sorts of hairy people come running out trying to sell us parking spots. It was unbelievable.
Parking spots sold for anything between $5 and $50. Good money.
As he would say with his Australian accent, unbelievable. Well, the rain did threaten the Derby off and on today.
Will it threaten the Derby parties tonight? Ashley Chisholm lets us know next.
Hey, I like to save money as much as the next guy. But what are the odds that there's going to be a sale on the parts you need when your car breaks down? Hey, it's not going to happen. That's why I go to AutoZone. I mean, sure, you could wait around for a couple weeks and maybe beat their price by a few pennies someplace else. But I don't want to wait for a sale when I need a part. Now, what more could you ask for?
Everyone loves surprises. Everyone's got a friend miles from home. Everyone loves to party. Everyone loves to sing along. Everyone loves to chuckle. Everyone's got a joke to tell. Hello, 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 everyone. South Central Bell. Ah, South Central Bell.
Hey, Louisville, get the old-fashioned flavor of pizzeria-style pizza from Pizza Hut. It's the kind of homemade pizza you love to slice into with Mom and Pop. New hand-stretched dough baked into a big, crispy, foldable crust. Piled high with 100% whole milk mozzarella, a new tomato sauce, and any topping you want. This large pizzeria style is all yours for just $7.99. Pop, what do you say?
I honestly had goosebumps.
Pizza Hut delivers a $7.99 pizzeria style free in Louisville and surrounding areas.
Remember your first project? Furrow knows that feeling. Like the first time you hammered a nail in, straight. The smell of fresh cut wood. The thickness of pure white paint. It all starts at Furrow, where we've been helping you with your projects for over 60 years. With quality products and low prices from people who know what they sell. When your next project rolls around, it's Furrow. We work to make your job easier.
The WHAS 11 Storm Team. Meteorologists Chuck Taylor, Ken Schultz, and Ashley Chisholm. The WHAS 11 Storm Team.
Well, it's been a fun Derby 119 here at the Downs. Now, it really steamed up fast as all the people packed in and the high temperature reached 76 degrees. Then a few showers came in, cooled things down, knocked those 70s back down into the 60s. And that's what we have right now. Current conditions, 68 degrees in Louisville, 76% humidity. South winds pulling in that moisture at 8 miles an hour and the pressure steady from 30.05 inches. Doppler radar does show some of that rain around. It's generally light rain here in Jefferson County. Most of the heavier stuff has moved off to our north and northeast. It will continue to do so, but more rain will come at us from the south. National radar shows a lot of moisture down to the south, especially over Texas and Louisiana. They've had severe thunderstorm and tornado watches posted throughout the afternoon. And again, that moisture is working in our direction. Well, the reason why is because of a warm front, which lifted just to the north of us today, still allowed all that warm, unstable air to come in, and the cold front out west will start to work its way east. All that means rain for the next couple of days. So the forecast for tonight, scattered showers, the low only down to about 60. Tomorrow, still some scattered showers and even thunderstorms. Possible the high 74. Tomorrow night, scattered showers and thunderstorms again. The low 60. Monday, more of the same. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. On to Tuesday, though, showers early, and then clearing with a high of 77. Partly sunny Wednesday. Looks good. Enjoy it because we should see more rain coming back at us by Thursday. So if you didn't do too good here at the Downs, you could blame it on the rain. Come back out Tuesday. I hear they're giving away some big money. Donna?
Thanks, Ashley. Of course, the reason we're out here is because of the Run for the Roses, Derby 119. What a race it was.
It certainly was, and we come back, another look at the exciting finish of Derby 119. Stay with us.
Stretch they come. Sea Hero on the inside up to take the lead. From between horses, that's Personal.
All I ever wanted was a baby of my own to hold. I never thought that I'd be one of those who couldn't have a child. Those were the hardest words to hear. But what they're doing with in vitro fertilization gave us a small ray of hope.
Aliant Health System,
It's a beautiful morning, sunshine.
where wonders never cease.
In a recent independent survey of families who frequent hamburger chains, guess who was rated best for food quality? And who do you think was rated best for good service?
Thank you for choosing Rally.
And who rated best for good value? So why keep going to start stopping at Rally's?
Want to see the fastest win in the state? Want to see it again?
Want to see the fastest win in the state? Want to see it again?
Kentucky Lottery instant scratch-offs.
Cash winners on the spot or wherever games are sold. Over 1 million winners every week. For millions in instant cash. Want to see the fastest win in the state? Kentucky Lottery instant scratch-offs.
Everybody has their own idea of value. At Chevrolet, this is ours. The Chevy S10 Tahoe. It's a rock-solid value with standard rear-wheel anti-lock brakes, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo with cassette, and a powerful V6 engine. For less than the price of a 4-cylinder Ford Ranger XLT. Right now with Blackout Package, it's yours for under 10 grand. Chevrolet, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
Well, as everyone says, this was a Derby that, well, you just really couldn't handicap it. It was a tough one to call, and it certainly was. But it was an exciting Kentucky Derby 119. I guarantee you that. A field of 19 breaking, and there's a cavalry charge down through there, and it was just a great race to watch. Let's watch it once again, the 119th running of the Kentucky Derby.
Ready to go. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. And Personal Hope, there goes Storm Tower now quickly on the inside, and Rick Wilson sends Storm Tower as expected to the front. Personal Hope up to challenge on the outside. Rockamundo is right there, and Corby with a quick burst of early speed is fourth on the outside. Toss of the coin is fifth. Union City saving ground, tucked in with the green camp on the rail. Then comes Dixieland Heat, Bull in the Heather, El Bacan. Diazzo on the outside in the white cap. Michielo saving ground along the inside. Wild Gale is next, followed by Sea Hero, then Silver of Silver. Walenda is fifth from the back of the pack. Then there's the favorite, fourth from last. It's Prairie Bayou. After that, it's Truth of It All. Then comes Ragtime Rebel, and Kissin' Chris is 19th and last as they straighten away for the run down the backstretch. And the leaders on the inside, Storm Tower leading it by 3/4 of a length, and Gary Stevens inching up on the outside with Personal Hope. Toss of the coin is right there between horses. Corby on the far outside is racing third, and Rockamundo with Cal Corral is fifth along the inside rail. Union City is now off the fence and 4 wide and moving up quickly. Followed by Bull in the Heather. Randy Romero in tight quarters there with the red cap and Dixieland Heat. And Sea Hero looks for a little racing room. Now on the outside, Personal Hope puts ahead in front. Storm Tower on the inside is second. Corby is right there. And as you can see, Diazzo swings to the outside, and Union City with the green cap joining the leaders at the top of the stretch. It's Personal Hope, and he hasn't been asked for his big run. And here comes Sea Hero, charging through on the inside with Jerry Bailey. And down the stretch they come. Sea Hero on the inside up to take the lead. From between horses, that's Personal Hope. On the far outside, Prairie Bayou is flying, and Wild Gale is right there. But with 70 yards to go, it's Sea Hero, and Mac Miller gets his Kentucky Derby by 2.5 lengths. A wave of the hand.
Fun race to watch. Sea Hero wins it. Mac Miller trains Sea Hero, and all week long in the barn back there, he was a very excited gentleman. Extremely excited today after winning the Derby. Quickly, let's hear what he had to say.
Well, I have to tell you the truth. I thought he was on the outside. My binoculars were not working right. And all of a sudden, I looked up, he was winning.
And he did win, Mac. He won the Kentucky Derby for you, buddy. Congratulations. Jerry Bailey aboard. Second, Prairie Bayou. Wild Gale was third. We'll have all the results. We'll run down the complete order of finish tonight at 11 o'clock so that you know where your Derby pick finished. Let's go back now to Kevin and Donna over in the museum and more news.
Thank you, Gary. When we come back, we'll take a look at how traffic is moving outside of Churchill Downs.
We know how to help you save on Dodge Caravan during the National Minivan Sale. Take this one. You can get over $1,800 in total savings, including air and no extra charge with the Family Value Package. Or check out this loaded Grand Caravan LE with $2,600 in total savings, including sale prices on some of our most popular luxury options. Only at the Minivan Store. See your nearest Dodge dealer. We know how to help.
How smart is Louisville? Making a name as the horse racing heart of America, that's smart. And being ranked one of the top American cities to live in, that's very smart. But bringing in Southwest Airlines, the airline with the highest rated service and the lowest unrestricted fares like this, that's downright brilliant.
Hey, we know a winner when we see one.
Louisville and Southwest Airlines, just plain smart.
McDonald's Derby Burger is about to begin, and he's off. For the lead, that's bakery fresh bun, followed by quarter-pound beef patty. Here comes American cheese gaining. Brown that sizzling bacon. Then it's tomato, mayo, and lettuce. They're right together on the outside sesame seed bun. And the winner, the new McDonald's Derby Burger. Race over to McDonald's for the new Derby Burger. A sure bet for taste and value. Because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Some say it's because of the limestone soil. Some say it's the native bluegrass. And some say it's the soul of the people. There's only one place that's the natural home of the thoroughbred, and a bank like Liberty. For more than 138 years, there are banks, and there is Liberty.
Get your Derby party off to a great start with party platters from Winn-Dixie. Tasty drumettes are hard to resist, and so's this price. A large Derby drumette platter is just $19.99. Save $4. Better order two. Here's a meal to bring 'em running. WD whole boneless pork loin, only $1.99 a pound. You can work up a big thirst during the big race, so stock up on Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, 7-Up, and Dr. Pepper. A 12-pack's just $2.98. Happy Derby from Winn-Dixie.
Well, for many of you, before you can enjoy the rest of this Derby day and night, there is a mess to get through. That is a traffic mess.
Let's check in one last time with our Lawrence Smith, who is up in Sky 11. Lawrence?
Hi, folks. Of course, when you have 100,000 people trying to leave the same place at the same time, you're going to have problems, and we're starting to have them. Right now, we're over Taylor Boulevard and Queen, and as you can see, things are moving very slowly down there. It's also very slow over to our north, on south, on 3rd Street, heading north, also very slow, as is Longfield. Bottom line, all the streets around Churchill Downs are very slow and go. There are police officers at major intersections to keep things moving, but it's going to be a while before anybody leaves this place quickly. The major arteries, the interstate arteries, the Waterson Expressway and 65 are still clear, but the area around Churchill Downs itself, Longfield, Central Avenue, 3rd, 4th, Taylor Boulevard, all tied up with traffic right now.